whenever you sell a project to Hollywood and then you start in the process of putting it together, getting interviewing the screenwriters, getting the script right, getting the director, and you're casting it. It's a lot of fun because you begin to see in your mind how it's going to come out, and then you go to set and you're like, ooh, that's just right. Look, this worked. The lucky one works. If people liked or love The Notebook or Dear John or A Walk to Remember, Nights in Rodanthe, they're going to love this film. It's really less complicated than it sounds. Really, my whole trick is, see, I take these female characters and I say, what do I find attractive in a female character, right? And I say, intelligence, and let's throw a little passion in there, and some fire, and some good loyalty, and this, no wishy-washy. I don't like wishy-washy. Let's make her, she'll do the right thing even if it's hard, right? But when she falls in love, it's deep and real, right? I say, hey, wait a minute, that's who I married, right? And so that's what I do. So then I write the male character, and I'm like, well, what did I have to do when I met my wife? Because she was hard. I had to win her over. So they'd end up doing what I did. It's, and in the end, of course, you vary things. But in the end, I think that because I find these female characters attractive, my male characters do, and it all tends to work well. It's fun when you start getting involved in casting, because that comes down to a lot of decisions, and certainly I'm in on all of the conversations, and my opinions count as much as any of the other producers, right? But look, let's be honest. I've had some of the best casting ever across the span of my movies, right? I really have. And my first movie was Kevin Costner and Paul Newman and Robin Wright, at the time Penn, right? That was incredible. And now I'm with Zac Efron, who's a major star, and Taylor Schilling, who's really, I think she was fabulous in this role. I really think this is her kind of breakout role, right? Throw in some Blythe Danner and we're good. What can I say? I think it's a fun balance with these films, right? You can say, oh, we need someone. This isn't the first time we've broken out people, right? I mean, this is kind of part of the reason why people want these roles, right? If you're a young actor or actress, is really wonderful, because I think what you see in a film like this is a lot of talent, a lot of emotional depth, someone who can play a lot of variety of character, because she does all of these different emotions well. She does anger real well. She does passion real well. She does a tenderness toward her child, kind of all of these great emotions, and that's what we were looking for when we were casting. I mean, we knew we had Zac, so let's get someone who's really a quality performer, and let's make sure that when she gets on screen, she's got all this great chemistry and she lights it up. Worked. Zac did a tremendous job. To me, Zac was the perfect Logan for a few reasons. He was the right age, which was really important to me, because I live in the military of the country, and unless you're an officer, if you're serving, you're 18 to 25. That's really your age. Then you needed someone who was a genuinely nice guy, because this has to undergird everything in Logan's character, honorable, integrity, and things like that. Because then what we're going to do is we're going to saddle you with all this other stuff. Well, that's where, for Logan in particular, you really needed someone who's been in performing for a long time, because it's not easy to drag all of these emotions and make them come alive. So Zac, to me, was perfect.